24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning and welcome into this Thursday edition of Good Morning Vail. It is August 29th. I'm your host, Ross Leonhardt. We have a packed show of in-studio guests this morning. Great Thursday here. We have Liza and Catherine with Maker and Stitch, a great little shop down in Edwards. We're talking with the Vail Jazz Festival folks, which is kicking off this Labor Day weekend. So lots going on around the valley right now, and we'll talk a little bit about the weather as well. So thanks for tuning in. Grab that cup of coffee. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome into the TVA Weather Center on this Thursday morning. It is a beautiful sunny day to start, 51 degrees at 8 a.m. to start the day. We'll see a high of 76 in Vail and winds 10 to 15 miles per hour coming from the west today. Into the hourly, things heat up around noon to 68. Partly cloudy skies roll in this afternoon with temperatures hitting 71 at 4 p.m. and coming down to 61 degrees at 8 p.m. Mostly clear skies tonight. We'll see what that sunset looks like. They've been pretty epic. Into the I-70 corridor, Eagle looking at a high of 83 today. Back in the 80s, Avon a high of 78, Vail high of 76. Denver, a high of 86 degrees today. So lots of sunny skies in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado today. And tonight, a low of 46 degrees with mostly clear skies. And that sunset at 7:44, getting sooner and sooner, which we love to see because that means winter's coming. Winds start coming down 5 to 10 miles per hour from the southeast tonight. Into this weekend, this Labor Day weekend, Friday, sunny day, high of 78. Saturday, another mostly sunny day, around 78. And then partly cloudy skies expected on Sunday and afternoon thunderstorms coming in on Monday. But those temperatures hovering in the mid-70s for the highs and the lows in the upper 40s. So should be a good couple days out here. We're holding on to summer and enjoying the temperature swings. And stay tuned. We'll be on set with Maker and Stitch next.
Good morning, Vail.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
It's where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces. Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
Daily Flash Latino. Designed for the American Latino audience, Daily Flash Latino hosts Jessica Reyes and Fabian Marcano deliver their fresh perspective on the latest entertainment news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, and more in both English and Spanish, aka Spanglish. Daily Flash Latino builds, connects, and celebrates the diverse Hispanic audience. Daily Flash Latino, trending news and entertainment with a splash of Spanglish.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining us on the couch, we have Catherine and, oh my goodness, remind me of Liza. Catherine and Liza from Maker and Stitch. We were just talking about names. That is so right on cue here. Having a great Thursday. Liza and Catherine, how are you guys doing today?
We're great.
Wow, thank
And
you.
so we were just talking Maker and Stitch. It opened in 2017, so it's been a couple years now. How are things going at the shop down in Edwards?
So great. Yeah, the community is expanding. We not only when we first started, it was primarily knitting, but crocheting has taken off, and we have 2 crocheters that work with us that are just phenomenal. Wednesdays are our crochet days, a big crochet day. And so we have lots of
lots
new
of stuff
people
going
coming
on.
in. Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of young folks.
We're going on 7 years almost.
Yeah.
in
7
December.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
so you guys have all the stuff that people need to get into this, but then also weekly activities, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
and we teach, and we have classes that progress. This skirt was a generation of that. From this summer, we had crochet classes, and one of our coworkers made this skirt.
Awesome. How do people get into it? Because I see those things. They look pointy. They look challenging. It looks hard on the fingers. But like, how hard is it to get into this?
Well, we usually start with something pretty simple, and we'll teach you how to get it onto those 2 sticks. So you start with a ball of yarn and 2 sticks.
Okay.
And we teach you how to get it on. We teach you how to use your hands to get it on there. And then we usually just start by teaching you 1 stitch, which is the knit stitch. And then there's another stitch called the purl stitch. And then pretty much everything else comes off of that.
Yeah, it's
so
just 2 stitches.
It's 2 stitches. And a lot of people just start, put 20 stitches on there, and you just make a scarf, you make a washcloth, you make fingerless mitts, anything that's just kind of a square shape.
Or a rectangle, yeah. And we've had a lot of people that'll come in, especially during COVID, that said, I learned when I was in Bluebirds when I was 7, and they're my age now, and they're like, those people pick it up really fast and take off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like bicycling that way.
Yeah.
Like
It's
riding
muscle,
a bike.
Yeah,
muscle,
exactly.
muscle memory for
And
sure.
then so obviously you can make a skirt out of it, but like, what are people making?
Oh, well, we brought some things.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's look at them.
So this, Catherine and I, we've been knitting a long time.
Yep.
So these are more advanced, but to start with, you'd make a scarf, say, or a pillow or something like that. But then you move on to some really fun things. Like Catherine just finished this really pretty scarf, and it has some detailed stitches here. You see some lacy stuff right at the bottom. And they all have names. So this one is called like the lapis scarf, and there's a place where you can find patterns. So
That's
there's
so
a
nice.
scarf, and then this is called the slip stitch party shawl that I made, and this is another kind of stitching called mosaic knitting, so you get lots of colors in there. And then this color work top, this is stranded knitting, and this is the soldotna top, so you can kind of progress on to things like this.
So how long does something like that take you?
How long did this one take you?
Well, because it has short sleeves, it has short sleeves for a reason. The pattern actually wasn't designed with short sleeves, so I would say this probably took me about 60 hours.
Wow, okay.
And next week, we actually have a very prolific knitter that teaches this type of knitting is ferrule or stranded knitting. And she's internationally known, and she's coming to teach classes next Friday and Saturday.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah, and we only have 1 spot available in our Saturday class, but we have some openings on Friday. And then on Friday night, or Friday evening, we're doing a lecture. She's going to do a lecture on the origins and kind of how to put colors together and things like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good time. How can people sign up for the class? How can people follow along or join in?
So we have a website where we do sales, but also our calendar is on there. It's www.makerandstitch.com.
AND, Maker and.
And is written out, and and right when you open it up, you can see classes and events at the top, and our calendar comes up. You can also give us a call in the shop. Do you want the phone number?
Or email us.
Today, people can find it, right? It's out there.
Right,
Maker
right.
and Stitch. It's a beautiful location too there in Edwards.
It
How
is.
are
We're
you guys
so
enjoying
lucky. We
that?
love that spot.
Yeah, we love it. It's very vibrant. You know, we
Yeah.
have a lot of great neighbors. Every kind of food you'd ever want
Yes.
along the
Yes.
You
way.
can get your nails done. You can come and learn how to knit, and then go get ice cream.
Oh, I love that. I love that. All right, let's get back into show and tell here. What else are we going through?
So to things that we do knit along. So this was a knit along I did this summer, and about 7 of us did this top. This is called the Sabai top. This is one of my versions. I actually made 2 of them.
Nice.
And this isn't, I mean, once you get to here, this is just knitting around in a circle. And, you know, we have different yarns you can choose for this kind of thing. Everybody makes it their own.
Yeah,
And
which is fun because at the end of it, you can take a picture, and it looks really different.
Everybody's
depending on-
looks so different.
Yeah, depending
And
on
this
which
is
yarn you're choosing.
and this is a cotton yarn, so this was great for summer, obviously. And this probably took me like 20 hours of knitting.
Okay, nice,
yeah, not
yeah.
terrible.
No sleeves.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
And then I knit this one also this summer. A couple of people knit this one with me. So
Awesome.
yeah, really fun. Lots of. This is the kind of thing I love to do.
So how do you
Catherine's more
decide
forward.
between pulling out your book or pulling out your sticks and knitting?
Well, I listen to books now.
Okay. Oh, so
Yeah,
you can
while
double
we do
down.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, you
that's
double
awesome.
down.
That's
Yeah,
great.
double
That's
down,
great.
Double down.
Yep.
And you know, in people's lives, there are definitely ebbs and flows of when they're knitting. And we'll have people we'll see, and then we won't see them for a year, and they'll say, "I just got busy with something else." That's great. I mean,
Yeah.
it's something that's supposed to be really just therapeutic for you. Something to do that brings you joy.
Yeah, I love that. We have
Yeah.
some friends that always knit stuff for my little nephews, and they're just the cutest
Yeah.
little things that are like a handmade touch, you
Yeah,
know, made
yeah.
with love. It's just a nice kind of gift as well.
Yeah.
And those are a great place to start because you can. It has all the elements of a sweater, but it's really small
Tiny.
and gratifying, and
Yeah.
it goes quickly.
Yeah.
We have lots of baby blanket makers, crochet and knitting baby blankets.
Yeah.
It's every day someone's coming in to make a baby
Yeah.
blanket for someone.
And then where do you guys get the fabrics? Or
The yarns are
materials?
from all over the world. We have a lot from Peru, some from, well, the woman who's coming in next week, and all that yarn's from Shetland, and she was born in Shetland.
Oh,
so
wow.
they have their own tradition, as Catherine said, it's Fair Isle. So
Wow.
there's yarn from the United States. We love our U.S. wool. In fact, we have some wool from Colorado in the shop right now, merino from south of Alamosa, milled down on the Front Range, dyed in Leadville.
Yeah.
And a lot of our people who are coming in from out of town like a Colorado yarn.
Right.
Or at least Colorado dyed.
Dyed,
Right.
There's
hand-dyed
lots of, they're called
yarn.
indie dyers, independent dyers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then, so we're looking ahead a little bit. We got some events coming up, some speakers every Wednesday. You can hop on in there. But you guys just had some cool events already this summer, right?
we did.
How's the summer been going?
Yeah, last week we did our hiking and knitting retreat, which
Awesome.
is our origin story was we went on a hiking and knitting trip in Iceland and came home inspired like in 2016.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we can do that here.
Yeah, and we're like,
Yeah.
we have beautiful hiking here. We should do it here. So that was our origin story.
Very
so
cool.
we always do at least one hiking and knitting trip. We go to the huts up in Shrine Pass.
It's very
and
cool.
we bring in an instructor and 12 lucky people. They fill up really fast.
Yeah.
They sell out within a day.
Yeah.
So.
We bring the llamas. Catherine does the cooking. She's an amazing chef. She loves to do that. And then we hike up to the ridge. It's
So
really
we did,
fun.
Yeah, we just did that last week, and we want to do one in the winter this year.
Oh, that would be
So,
great.
yeah,
But those are
just-
limited because just the huts are limited by space.
We're not
Exactly.
going to do a hut because,
Okay.
yeah, we're
It's
probably,
usually about 12 people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
yeah.
But then we also do short ones. Next week on Tuesday morning, I have just a 2-hour hiking and knitting. So or making in the wild because crocheters, knitters, needle pointers, they're all welcome, and we'll just hike in Edwards. I have one Tuesday next week, and then one at the end of September, and then we'll do a skiing day
Oh,
or
love
2
that.
in the winter.
Yeah,
Love
so we
that.
ski for a couple hours, then we meet somewhere for lunch.
Keep your eyes peeled. Keep
Yeah.
your eyes
Yeah.
peeled.
You can see us knitting on the lifts.
That's great. That's great. That is so awesome. Definitely check out the website. I know you guys are all over the place with your schedule and stuff. So
Yeah.
keep your eyes peeled out for Maker and Stitch. Anything else I should have asked you? Anything else people should know?
It's just a really fun place to be. We have a
really-
great community. people have met in our shop who are now great friends.
Yes.
They have been for 6 years.
And they
didn't
look
know.
great in all their
Yeah, they do.
newly knitted.
Yeah, very proud people.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Liza and Catherine. And yeah, check out Maker and Stitch. Always something fun going on down there with you guys. And we'll be right back with the rest of the show.
Thanks, Ross.
Good morning, Vail.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works. Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that! Necklace really is the one that works. Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, took like 6 years off in here.
I like it.
It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No.
Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining us on the couch now, we have a lovely looking group here. We have Diego. We have the Vail Jazz Festival here. Diego and Steve Pope. Diego, Steve, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. How are
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be here.
Vail Jazz Festival celebrating, I think, 30 years. It's a Labor Day tradition, but it's coming up. What's going on this weekend?
It is a 30-year tradition, and we're celebrating that 30-year, I guess, history, and we're dedicating it to Howard Stone, our founder, who passed a couple of years ago.
Yep.
And we have some great artists. Starting on Friday evening, we have Diego, we have Ann Hampton Calloway, we've got Curtis Stigers, we've got Nikki Harris, we've got Adrian Cunningham, and in total 21 of the best jazz musicians, some of the most famous ones, coming into Vail Valley, and it's going to be a rockin' weekend.
Yeah, and it really is a tribute to Howard for people that don't know. He pretty much, from what I understand, he loved coming to Vail, him and his wife, and he loved jazz music. So he decided to put the two together, and that's how Vail Jazz came to be 30 years ago. And it started in someone's house with a party one weekend over Labor Day, and here we are with this amazing weekend. Is that right?
That's exactly right. And he decided at that particular party that he wanted to make jazz his life work. and he had the resources to do it. So, as you said, here we are.
Yeah, yeah. What a great band and a great contribution to this community, Howard Stone and his wife. And it's great to see it still going. Tons of great acts. Diego, what's your favorite part? Because you're out here almost every year. What's your favorite part about coming
I've
out
been here since 2012, and I'm really glad to come back here for this season and for this wonderful festival here. I feel home here now, since this how many years here? A lot of years, and I'm so proud to do this tribute to Howard Stone this year and be with Steve here. So we have a wonderful week, and I'm so glad to be back in this special part of the United States.
Yeah, yeah, and you kind of perform all over the world. What's it like here in Vail? What's this?
It's really special. We were talking about that. This part of the country, it's something else. There are some energy, something, the people that come and they really appreciate the jazz. So that's something very interesting. When I bring my guitar, my Brazilian style, when I involve and mix that fusion between Brazil, bossa nova, and jazz, they love that. And every time I played here, people are so happy and so glad they asked me to come back, and I'm really happy.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
happy.
And in typical Vail fashion, like this is world class. I mean, we're talking Grammy awards and nominations. But Steve, can you talk about the caliber of artists that come out for this?
Well, I'm a big jazz fan, as you might expect, and I see a lot of incredible artists around the world. And guess what? We get them all here. You know, I can see Diego in Tucson. I've seen Diego in other places. I see Ann Hampton Callaway in Europe and in New York and in Tucson and wherever. And guess what? We get them here. These are truly world-class performers. They are some of the best known in the business. They, not just performers, but they're writers, composers, they do movies, they get Grammys. I mean, small stuff like that, right?
yeah. Not. I mean, really talking the biggest, brightest in the world of jazz, which is cool to see. Where are performances this year? And I know there's a variety of ways to get involved, but how can people come and check it out?
Well, this year we've changed our location, which is important for everybody that's been coming for 5, 10, 20, 30 years.
Right.
We're at Manor Vail. We have a tent just like the one we used to have at Arabelle, and it's sitting out front of Manor Vail, and it starts on Friday evening and goes through Sunday night. Be there, be square.
Love that, love that. And it's just a great setting for the audience, the musicians, right? It's just a beautiful setting.
It's beautiful, and we're supposed to have good weather.
That's always key. That's always key. But the Vail Jazz Foundation, it works year round. Labor Day is the big event every year, but it works year round, especially with educating youth and continuing jazz with the next generation. Can you talk a little bit about what that part of Vail Jazz is?
Actually, that's why I'm as integrally involved as I am, because I think we need to keep this genre going forward. So we have 3 programs. One, we have 12 students right now in the Vail workshop studying in the Valley, individual lessons with some of the best jazz performers in the world. During the school year, we have Vail Jazz Goes to School, which starts in October.
And that reaches thousands.
That reaches thousands in the Valley. And then at the end of school year, we pack the V-Pack twice in a day, bringing all those kids in to have a final part of the program.
Yeah.
And then during the summer, we have the Jam and Jazz kids at all the libraries. So again, that's why I'm really in it, because I want jazz to go forward, and we have to support those educational programs to keep it alive, because we don't have the new kids that get interested, we're not going to have the Diegos in the future.
Definitely. And I think jazz, when you hear jazz, you kind of think like old school, right? Kind of our parents' or, you know, kind of old school. But Diego, what? Jazz is, it's lively. Like, people don't understand. It's a lively genre. Can you kind of explain what jazz is?
So I was talking exactly about that when I discovered the jazz. I was 10 years old. I first got contact with guitar. My father was a guitar player, not professional, but he loved first Brazilian music when I was 5. But when I was when I was 10 years old, I was my first contact with the jazz. It changed my life.
Yeah.
Totally. I discovered the freedom of improvisation.
Yeah.
And that was what I wanted for my life. Because life is, jazz, it's a lifestyle for me. And people that discover the jazz, it's changed forever. So, yeah. So I have that conception of jazz in my life.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. And then, I mean, the instruments that come out in jazz, it's not just a guitar, right? What are the instruments in this?
Actually, I am bringing, it's interesting because most of guitar players, they play steel string guitar on jazz. I brought nylon string guitar on jazz. I love playing steel strings, but the electric guitar. But since I developed the classical and the Brazilian technique, and I wanted to bring, because jazz, we can play jazz with all kind of instruments, any kind.
Right.
I've been to the Andes, Bolivia, Peru, and I saw a lot of like traditional players like charango and samponia playing the jazz, and it's so beautiful to see how the jazz is spread out to the world in a good way, bring that freedom of improvisation. I've played like groups of boleros that introduce the jazz together.
Good
They're
morning,
improvising music like Bésame Mucho with nice improvisation and nice. So jazz is a kind of, for me, it's a kind of, it's everything. It's everything. Like
It's everything.
It's everything.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. And then, so Vail Jazz Festival kicks off this weekend. How many events are there? How many shows, concerts kind of going on?
Oh, I tell you what, I don't know exactly, but we have 21 top-end performers without the choir on Sunday. We have the gospel choir going Sunday morning, and that's another 20 or so.
Yeah.
And but we have shows Friday night. We have afternoon shows Saturday, evening shows Sunday. Each of those shows has 3 sets in it, 3 different sets of musicians in it. And then on Sunday, we have the gospel early in the morning, and then we have a full afternoon program. So check it out on vailjazz.org, and there's a whole lot of stuff going on.
There's a whole lot going on, something for everyone. It's really worth checking out. One of the coolest things about living here is organizations like Vail Jazz that really bring the world to us. We don't have to go anywhere. We get world-class jazz right here in our backyard. So we thank you for that. What else should people know? What else, if they're coming out this weekend, what do they need to know?
What you need to know is if you want tickets, you ought to get on and get them, because we're running out of inventory. So
happens every year. Every year. A lot of the same faces come out like every year, right? This
Absolutely.
is their trip to Vail, and they come for this specific event. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Some of, like Wynton Marsalis was one of my favorite that I've seen over the years. But even if you don't know them, like it's amazing to see people that are experts in their field, no matter what it is. And you guys are truly the experts in the field, so it's cool to see right here in our backyard. Diego, I know you've been itching to pick at that thing. You want to play us a little tunes here?
Right now. You're talking right now about a very important guy on the Brazilian scene called Luiz Bonfá. Let me play a song.
Okay.
That's,
Love that. Love that. Steve, where does that take you? You know, music takes you places. When you hear that, where does that take you?
Well, that takes me South America.
Yeah.
And I was telling Diego on the way over here that Luiz Bonfá is the reason I first got into jazz.
Wow.
Back in the 60s, Luiz Bonfá was one of the premier Latin players, and I got a record. It killed me. It killed me. And I've been stuck on jazz and all sorts of other music, but on jazz ever since.
That's amazing. And that's something that the Vail Jazz Festival does. You know, there's probably youth out there that are saying, hey, I saw, Diego at Vail Jazz back in the day, and now I'm hooked on it. But some of the students you said that come through, that get to work with these guys, like they go on to have prosperous careers, right? Some of these.
It is amazing. At the workshop program that is going on right now, we did a count earlier this year. So far, we have over 200 Grammy nominations.
Wow.
We have over 100 Grammys.
Wow.
From kids that have gone through that program. That's pretty amazing.
That's insane. That's
That
insane.
is insane.
Yeah, that's a stamp of like what Howard and the whole Vail Jazz community has put together. So very cool to see. Check out the Vail Jazz Festival. Whether you know jazz or not, it is worth the price of admission just to see the best in the world. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you so
Anything
much.
else I should have asked you? Anything else people should know?
Get your tickets early.
Get your tickets early, vailjazz.org.
Thank you for having us here. It's always a pleasure.
Awesome. If you want to play us into break, we're going to head into a break here, and we'll be back with the rest of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that. And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today. Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Good morning, Vail.
The topic of AI can either be terrifying or exciting or both, but we have an expert in the field of AI to tell us all about it. Let's take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is an expert in artificial intelligence strategy consulting and an award-winning professional in her field. She's been featured on the Top 100 magazine's Top 100 People in Finance, as well as in New York Weekly, US Insider, CEO Weekly, and many other publications. And today I'm so excited to be speaking with Janet Lamb, who is here to discuss a little bit about her work and the impact of artificial intelligence in the business world. Janet, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here today.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. I'm excited about this topic in particular because I feel like it's kind of been a hot topic over the last couple years. You know, artificial intelligence has become more and more increasingly popular, whether it's for business, you know, just technology, entertainment, social media. We kind of see it everywhere nowadays, right? You are an expert in AI, and you're kind of here to talk with us a little bit about what you do. So I kind of like to start off with that. Tell us a little bit about the work that you do and your company.
Yeah, absolutely. So our firm's name is Building Blocks Business Planning Limited,
Okay.
and we specialize in helping businesses increase their speed, efficiency, and save time, all of which leads to better sales and prosperity by integrating AI strategies. And we also work with entrepreneurs to help them conceptualize their ideas and validate their business models using market research.
Yeah.
So our firm is actually based in Canada, in Vancouver, BC, but we do service clients globally, including in the US and Asia. So whether it's integrating AI into your business or shaping new ideas, we're here to help every step of the way.
Yeah, I love that because like I said, I feel like AI is a relatively new concept. You know, a lot of businesses are still kind of trying to grasp the idea of artificial intelligence. Some of them, you know, are starting to incorporate it into businesses as you mentioned, and that's kind of your focus. Why, Janet, why is it important for businesses to start adopting artificial intelligence today? Why is it so important?
Yeah, that's a great question because I think AI is not just some passing trend. The
Yeah.
technology is definitely here to stay. Yeah, it's really going to reshape how businesses operates. And think of it as similar to the early days of the internet. Because back then, having a website was a game changer, but now it's a necessity, right?
Yes.
Like right now, every business, they must have a website, multiple social media accounts, digital marketing, online presence, everything just to survive. And similarly, AI is quickly becoming an essential for a company to stay competitive. So I see it as not really a question of yes AI or no AI, but because the technology is where the world is heading. So it's more like whether you adopt it now and be among the first, or you wait and sleep on it, wait till everybody's done it, and then you try to catch up. Yeah,
Exactly.
and then also, yeah, and what's also different this time about AI is how fast this technology is moving. And like you said, like there's just new technology and new news and development coming out every day.
Absolutely.
It's moving, yeah, it's growing so fast and touching various areas from like customer service to supply chain management. So that's why I think companies that adopt AI now, they are positioning themselves to be a leader in the future market. As the saying goes, AI will not replace your business, but a business that uses AI will replace those that don't. So that's why I think it's important to adopt the technology now and to act on it fast and be smart about it.
Yeah, no, that's very interesting because I think you're right. A lot of businesses back in the day, when the internet was just kind of starting, it was kind of like this whole thing, whereas now we're seeing something similar happening with artificial intelligence. And I think you're right. I think that businesses that kind of hop on it now and adopt artificial intelligence earlier rather than later, as you mentioned, will kind of position themselves as a leader in their field. So really taking advantage of all the tools that AI can offer, I think is going to be huge for businesses. And kind of speaking about that, Janet, what are some of those benefits that artificial intelligence can offer to businesses, or talk to me a little bit about some of those pros?
Yeah, for sure. There are numerous benefits that AI brings to your table. And one that I think is the most significant is streamlining operations
Yeah.
and improving productivity. Yeah, because a lot of time when productivity goes up, then it naturally brings more sales and prosperity. Take, for example, AI can help the company automate daily tasks, maintain routines, and just free up more time for you to do strategic and creative work and focus on growing your business.
Yeah.
We can take like marketing, for example, you can use AI tools and create months worth of content in just a few hours compared to what it takes days or weeks or even months to do otherwise. And also another good example is in the restaurant industry. AI can analyze sales data to help owners predict which dishes are the most popular and even at what time. And it can also help provide optimal pricing strategy or recommend promotional campaigns using based on customer preferences. So these are the real actionable insights AI can provide that can help business owners make smarter, faster decisions based on data. So we work with companies that recognize the strategic imperative of AI and they actually want to act on this opportunity fast. And so our clients come from various industries, from restaurants to tech companies, where AI can play a crucial role in helping them grow and scale their business.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that you mentioned really scaling and leveraging your business through the power of artificial intelligence. One particular thing that you mentioned that sticks to me personally is the increased productivity. So I think I can maybe do a better job of increasing my own personal productivity. So I'll definitely maybe try to use some of those artificial intelligence tools for that, because at the end of the day, time is valuable, and the more time we have, the more productive we are, the more things we can do. So that's going to be a personal goal of mine, Janet.
Awesome.
Janet, I know we've kind of talked about some of the benefits of artificial intelligence. I know there's also a lot of fears, maybe a lot of concerns from business owners or just from the community in general. What are some of the most common fears or concerns you hear from businesses?
Yes, I think the biggest fear, and this doesn't necessarily just apply to AI, but just to anything new in general, the
Yeah.
biggest fear is the fear of the unknown or uncertainty, because a lot of time when people are faced with things they're uncertain about or they don't know too much about, they hesitate to move forward.
Yeah.
So where a lot of times people, hear the word AI, they think is too complex or out of reach or something only the big corporations or tech companies can handle.
Right.
And it's also quite overwhelming because especially like there are new tools that comes out every day and there's constant stream of information and new development. So these are hard to keep up with. And these definitely leads to hesitation. So the easiest way to overcome this fear, of course, is to remove that uncertainty and be familiar with the topic.
Right.
But let's be honest, like every business owners, they're too busy running the business than to dive into AI. So that's where consulting comes in, and we help our clients cut through the complexity and find the best, simple, and clear solution that fits their needs. And we help them assess where AI can benefit their business the most, design a strategy, and provide actionable plan for them to implement it. So for them, it's stress-free, it saves time and money, and it gets results fast. And this way, business owners can focus their time on doing what they do best, which is running the business and their passion, while we can handle what we do best, which is the AI strategy part.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you're totally right about just being informed, becoming familiar with artificial intelligence and kind of really learning about it, what it is and what it can do for your business. So if anybody is interested, Janet, in reaching out to you or learning more about what you offer, where can they do so?
Absolutely. So they can go to our website at www.consultbuildingblocks.com. And on our website, there's all the information about our services, what we do, and our contact info is on there as well. And they can also contact directly. And all our socials are on there as well.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. Any business owners out there that are interested in learning a little bit more about what artificial intelligence can do for your business, make sure you check out the website or reach out directly to Janet. And she is our expert in artificial intelligence, and she is there to help you. Janet, thank you so much for joining us today and speaking with us a little bit about all the amazing benefits that artificial intelligence can provide for us.
Thank you so much. This is amazing.
It's been a pleasure. Janet, thank you so much. Take care. And I'm excited to see what the future of artificial intelligence holds for our future. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back with more of the show after this, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology, to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It's hard to believe it's almost September, but there's lots always happening here in the community. And joining us now, we have Robin Hanson. Robin, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I'm going to let you take it from here, but what is going on in about 10 days here?
Okay, so we have our annual Power of the Purse event. It's a brunch and purse shopping extravaganza. Basically, it is an event that will also help girls in need. So all of the profits go to help girls in Peru with education empowerment programs. And these are girls that are facing homelessness, trafficking, and are really vulnerable. And so this event is a great way to support them.
Yeah, what a fun event, what a fun idea, and a great cause. Where did this idea come from?
So we have some friends for the actual event that helped us put it together. It's basically, we collect a lot of donations in the community of purses and items. And then at the event, it's a wonderful brunch. You can come, enjoy, and then there's tons of purses for sale. Really discounted purses. So you can get a purse for $5, $10. And then we have a live auction with the best of the best. So Michael Kors, Tory Burch, we have a Gucci purse, and those are for the live auction. And then we have a great raffle as well, so you can get raffle tickets. We have our wonderful community just really supports us.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of gift certificates for salons and art and things for the house that people can raffle. But it's just a super fun event, and also just to know that you are helping out someone in need makes it all the better.
Yeah, I love that. And I heard our very own Gretchen's going to be helping with that auction and emceeing a little bit, which is going to be great to see her out there. How do people get involved? Do you have to get a ticket ahead of time? If people want to donate, how do people get involved?
Yeah, so tickets are on sale online at our website. It's cdehope.org. But also purses, we're still taking some purses if people want to donate still. But you can get it online. You can show up the day of the event. I know some of us like to make those last minute decisions, but when we're full, we're going to be full. So it's best to get those ahead of time.
And that's kind of like a conversation piece. I don't know, but I assume women are like, where'd you get that purse? And this is just a great little conversation starter.
You know, it's really fun. I mean, who doesn't like to just shop and have something new? We're going into the fall. It's just a fun time to get together and just celebrate. So
yeah, and where is the event?
The event's at the Edwards Interfaith Chapel. So it's a great location for Down Valley, Up Valley, just central.
Right in the middle there.
Yeah.
I love it. Where did you come up with this idea? How did you kind of attach it to helping the people in Peru? But where did it originate?
I founded our organization, Corazón de Esperanza, about 14 years ago. My husband and I spent a year volunteering in Peru. Nice. And then we adopted 5 siblings from the place we were volunteering at, brought them home to our community, and I just couldn't forget all those kids that we left behind. And so I had to do something about it. Yeah. So I started this organization, and we're the first in Peru to help these kids who are leaving orphanages, who are facing trafficking, who are out on the streets, have nowhere to go. And so they can come to us for transitional housing. We provide education. We're really a holistic program trying to help them become independent citizens in their own community.
Amazing.
So basically, if you're a parent, we know that it takes like 18 years or longer to parent, even after they leave the home, but we're trying to do the fast track for these kids. We have them for about 3 to 5 years and just trying to give them all of the basics that they need to become successful.
Yeah, and then do you guys return back there, and how are you seeing the impact that's being made?
So we have all of our staff are Peruvian. We really believe in supporting local leadership. But I go back about 4 times a year. I take groups, so if anyone wants to come and join us in Peru, I take groups twice a year to just go serve and love on these kids and whatever gifts or things that they have that they can share with them. So we go about twice a year, and we have over 100 kids in our programs.
Amazing, amazing. And then the power of the purse, what is that? What is the power?
Yeah, so the power is we all have power inside of our own wallets, our purses, to help others in need. So all of the things that we have and receive are not just for us, but they're also the power that we have to change the world. And this is an event that people can do that. Buying a purse seems like something, oh, that's for me, but that money can provide education. It doesn't take a lot to help a girl in Peru totally change her life in the direction it's going.
I love that. And so this event's coming up. What happens the rest of the year? What does the organization do year-round?
So the rest of the year, I mean, we have other events. We ran a snowshoe event for 10 years. Now we have something called the Llama Run, which is super fun. Who doesn't love llamas?
Is that an actual llama running?
No, it's just us wearing llama shirts in honor of all the llamas.
Love that.
But we have other events, like I said, our service trips and things like that. One of the stories I can tell you is we have a girl who was dropped off at an orphanage after being trafficked by her own father. She finally escaped one night to a police department.
Wow.
And she had been trafficked, I mean, if you can imagine, 8 years old, that's 3rd grade. And she had already suffered that. They put her in an orphanage. At 18 years old, the traffickers were waiting for her to come back so they could have their property.
Wow.
Thankfully, she heard about our program and was able to come in. And with our help and support, she graduated as a nurse.
Wow.
So she could detect abuse that was happening to other kids. And even cooler is that she is the first girl in Peru with our support to win her case against her father and the other traffickers.
Amazing.
So buying a purse might seem like simple. $35 to come to an event is not much when you think that it can totally change the direction of a girl's life that really needs it.
Amazing. So powerful, and what a great cause. Are you going back anytime soon?
Well, I just got back, so I don't go again until February, but I've been able to take all of my kids back to Peru at least for 1 or 2 trips.
Love that.
Which is really fun for them to go back and help some of the kids that were in orphanage with them.
Love that.
And see the change.
And if this is our community kind of donating the purses, I assume there's some pretty sweet purses in there.
Oh, there are. We have some pretty good name brand purses. We have, our auction is just jam packed. Like I said, one of the exciting bags is a brand new Gucci purse, which is really popular. But this community has just been really great. We have over 300 purses that will be at the event.
And are you still accepting more at this point?
We're still accepting more. If people want to donate, it might, you know, we have up until the event, but if people want to donate, we still have time to get those in for sure.
Amazing. Robin, thanks so much for joining us. Anything else people should know?
Just get your tickets. Don't leave it hanging to the last minute so you can make sure you get a seat and join this event and know that you'll be helping someone who really needs it.
And what's the website again?
The website's cdehope.org.
cdehope.org. And then to get involved, they can just go contact
Just go
via
online,
the website?
contact. I usually get those. We're a pretty small organization. So yeah, contact us and see how you can make a difference.
Yeah, how big is the organization? Is it you?
Well, here in Gypsum, we keep our costs pretty low. So it's myself and I have an assistant. And then in Peru, we have 16 staff, social workers and psychologists on staff.
I love that. Robin, the power of the purse. Check it out. And yeah, what a great cause. Money's going back to Peru to help make a big change for young adults.
Yeah, September 7th.
September
Saturday,
7th.
10:30 a.m.
Get your tickets and consider checking them out and supporting everything you do. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck these next couple days leading
Thank
into
you.
the event.
Yeah.
And yeah, get those tickets and we'll be back with the rest of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh.
If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunity to points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
What happens to a poker player when there is life-changing money on the line?
Take catch.
I'm rooting for me.
When they are faced with adversity?
Holy smoke. Jason can't even breathe right now. Look at him.
When a WPT title is within their grasp?
How sweet that is, baby!
See for yourself with a front row seat to all the action on the World Poker Tour.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Create fall memories in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Each week on The Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss The Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TVA Weather Center. On this Thursday morning, 51 degrees to start the day at 8 a.m. We'll see a high of 76 degrees today in Vail. Winds coming in from the west, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly sunny skies today. Should be a beautiful Colorado day out there. Things warm up around noon to 68 degrees and 4 p.m. up to 71 degrees with partly cloudy skies rolling in this afternoon, but mostly clear skies tonight. 8 p.m. 61 degrees. Rolling into the I-70 corridor, Eagle a high of 83 today, Avon looking at a high of 78, Vail 76, Denver 86 degrees today on that front range. Mostly sunny skies throughout the Rocky Mountains today. And tonight, looking at a low of 46 with mostly clear skies and that sunset at 7:44, getting earlier and earlier every night. Winds die down a little bit, start coming from the southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour tonight. Into the rest of the week and the weekend. Tomorrow, Friday, another sunny day, and the weekend's looking pretty warm. High in the mid-70s, low in those upper 40s and 50s. So should be a good weekend. Thanks so much for tuning in to Good Morning Vail today, and thanks to Nick and Terry in the back for helping out. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
I'm Amy Goodman.